welcome to episode 5. Oh my god.
Hold
Oh
on.
look, the party's here
Oh,
too.
God.
Yeah, extra newscasters.
Oh
Let's
my
do it.
god. Yeah, that's my cat. Anyway, what a good start. This is a very professional production we're putting on here.
Yeah.
No jank.
They never had no jank, bro.
It's
Hey,
been
man. Entertainment starts from second one.
exactly. Except we've been on the waiting screen for a while. I had the starting soon screen on for quite a bit. But anyway, welcome to episode 5 of the High Ping podcast. It's been a while. It's been has it been 3 weeks?
Yeah, almost
3
a month.
weeks. That's a long ass time.
1 week and it's like, oh, it's almost a month.
I would say I missed you guys, but I hang out with you guys like every single day. So,
That's crazy.
but how have you guys been? Creighton, you got any they got a new backdrop there.
Oh yeah, it's a nice green screen. You see?
Oh,
that?
nice.
It's like, oh yeah,
That
I
is
just got
all
it.
green screen.
It is. It looks so real, doesn't it?
I know Splat saw it, but Creighton, did you see that Reddit posted about, I think it was like a councilman or something?
Yeah.
They were voting on like
A
a
bill
bill
or
for
reckless
distracted driving or something.
Yeah.
And he
Oh,
was
no,
he was
I have
actually in his car driving during the Zoom console meeting, and he had like a green screen behind him. He had like his home office,
house.
so you could see
Yeah.
like his seatbelt on, but he had a
Wow.
green screen in the back. It was so funny. It's
It's-
even more ironic that they're voting on like a distracted driver
Right.
thing.
It was that bill.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's very funny.
that must have got hella karma.
Yeah, it did. It was pretty funny. I enjoyed it. But anyway, I got my second shot today, so I'm anticipating feeling like shit tomorrow or tonight.
I would say tonight. Give it
Uh,
4 more hours.
my arm
I
is starting to hurt a little bit.
think. Don't
but I
worry.
think I'll be
The
okay.
the effects after that will overpower you.
Yeah,
The pain in your arm.
we'll see. I think I do pretty good when it comes to this kind of stuff, but we'll just
You
have
never
to
know.
see. Yeah, I'm
The best
sure.
road at this point.
I'm sure it's different from person to person, so we shall see what happens to me.
You didn't have any reactions for the first shot, did you? Except for
I mean, I had
sore?
my arm was sore, but other than that, like, meh.
Oh, so do we have anything special for the viewers today?
We do if we get to it.
Oh, okay.
We do have. If anyone knows what a 3x3 is, it's basically a 3x3 grid, where we put some of our favorite things on there. If we do get to it, each of us filled out a 3x3 grid of our favorite games, or I guess games that are special to us. I didn't put
Oh, that's what it was.
I didn't put only my favorite games. I put a couple games on there that aren't technically my favorite, but I still enjoyed.
Yeah, I put games
Or
I
some
enjoyed.
some games that I have some nostalgic. We're all about nostalgia here on the High Ping podcast.
Mostly
so-
Pokemon.
Yeah, so we can't seem to talk about anything else here. So yeah, we got that at the end if we get to it. There also is a change. Since we were late this week for the podcast, we're actually going to be doing the next episode of the podcast next week, Saturday. Was that same around the same time, like 5 p.m.
For this one, around the
Mountain
same
time, 4 p.m.
Hopefully.
Pacific,
That's
We're hoping.
1 p.m. Hawaii.
That's what we're aiming for.
Jesus, I have to do all that math in my head because we're all in 3 different time zones. It's really great. It's really great.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, since 3 weeks have passed, there's been a lot of things that have happened. One big thing that I don't know if Spot would care about, but I care about a lot, is that I think they're just scrapping the current Superman universe.
It's like retcon.
No, yeah. So I think what they're gonna be doing is they're firing the current Superman, and they're looking for a black Superman, a black director for a like
Helm.
new I guess new
New
storyline
movie. Just-
or
probably
something.
just
They're
like
just
the new
throwing everything
Batman.
out. Yeah. So you know how there was the 4-hour long Justice League cut, Snyder cut?
Yeah.
That all of that is just out the window, I believe. So
Oh, It's non-canon.
Well, the Snyder
Or
cut wasn't, right?
It's not canon
Oh, okay.
anymore, I think. Um, but I think the most fucked up thing is they announced it on the day of the old Superman. So Henry Cavill, who was playing Superman, they announced it on his birthday that
Oh,
he's no longer Superman and they're looking for a different Superman. I don't know if it's confirmed if they're ending that or if it's going to be like two different universes or something, but WB did announce that they are looking for a black director and a black Superman, which I don't have a problem with. Personally, like Superman's an alien, right? He's not
yeah.
technically
from Krypton, right?
he's
Or
not
something.
technically white or
Human.
any race. So I don't really mind it, but I actually really like the current actor Henry Cavill. Um, he
I
was
think if they introduced like the multiverse, it'd make a lot more sense just to make, a bunch of the same movies with different actors.
yeah, that's true. They could go in the multiverse, but I feel like they should establish one universe first and make sure it's not shit before they go multiverse. But that's just me.
That's asking for a lot of
I'm
plot
just
holes,
I'm
man.
just a fan. I'm just a fan. I'm not like a storyliner or story crafter
All
or
these
whatever.
different things, though. The Joker movie was a hit. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
That was
that's
a
true.
totally different thing. He wasn't
Joker
part of
is
it.
is a totally different thing, so that was
The
good.
new Batman seems pretty
The new
interesting
Batman
too.
with Edward Cullen.
With,
Oh, he's the
he,
Batman.
Yeah,
well,
Robert
yeah, he's the new
Pattinson.
Batman.
They I don't even know when that's coming out because I heard that they had to stop production for a while because a lot of them caught COVID, including Robert Pattinson.
Oh,
So rip to that until we get more news. There was a trailer. There's like one trailer for it. I don't know if it said when the
I
dude
think they
or
held it
the
back.
yeah. I mean, they definitely probably held it back, but
I would assume next year. You
um
know,
yeah. So I think most people's problems with this new Superman is that I think a lot of people liked Henry Cavill. It's not his fault that the movies were kind of bad. I think
that's
he
yeah,
did
never.
I think he did a really good job.
I
Personally, I
agree.
really liked him.
It
He's
was
on
enjoyable.
he's on my favorite
To a point.
Superman. Superman is like one of my favorite characters, but it's not his fault. I really liked him personally.
It's crazy that they announced they're looking for a new Superman on his birthday. That's
Yeah,
like a big fucking
I didn't
year
even
thing.
know that. Like apparently I was on Twitter when I saw it and I was like, "Damn, that's really crazy." Cuz
That's
he
messed up.
apparently he really likes being Superman too. I don't know if he's said anything. He's come out and said anything yet. It's probably because they haven't confirmed yet whether or not they're like canning it or if it's just gonna be another separate universe or anything. But we'll see. Um,
Best of
Yeah.
luck to that.
yeah, best of luck to that because DC is struggling out here. I can tell you that much. Marvel is kicking ass and
Marvel is thriving.
DC is struggling. Marvel just came out with the rest of their phase 4 plans and it's looking pretty spicy.
My
They
goodness,
got
it
they
is
got
too
Black Panther
spicy. Oh,
2, they got Doctor
dude,
Strange
Wakanda
2.
Forever. I'm hyped about,
Yep.
so hyped about that one.
Yeah,
They showed the Eternal footage.
we'll see
Oh
how
my
that
goodness.
goes with Chadwick Boseman passing away. Was it last year? It's been like a year already, no?
It's no, I feel like it's been pretty,
Close.
has it been a year already? I feel like it was
I
pretty
feel like it's
recent.
been a
Isn't it like
while.
fall, right? Fall
Yeah,
of last year, I think.
maybe we can check.
He died in August of last year.
Yeah. Okay,
So
so it was.
we're getting there.
My
Um,
goodness. And he's still being like commemorated for everything, even this year, like through the Oscars and Grammys and all that.
yeah.
I was like, oh,
I mean,
that's
it's a
killing
very
it.
he did a really good job as
He did.
I agree. One
Did
of
you
the
even
few.
watch it? How did you know?
I
Did
did.
you
I watched Black Panther.
Oh, you watched Black Panther? Yeah.
Yes.
Black Panther was really good. I enjoyed
Yes,
Black
it was
Panther a
good.
lot.
That
One of the
I
few
like
movies
Black
I actually
Panther
watched.
and I like Chadwick's performance and Michael B. Jordan. I think they both did a really good job as the protagonist and antagonist, respectively.
yeah.
But I don't know. We'll have to see which direction they take with Chadwick passing on. If they're gonna hand it over to the sister because I think she did get into some controversy earlier this year, I think, over some anti-vax statements. So
Oh,
she might be canceled.
Oh.
I'm not really sure how that's going. But
We'll see.
we'll
Though.
see.
There's still like a whole year
not
left.
like
Yeah.
bad press, man.
Papa
So,
Disney is in
Yeah.
control. I'm sure they'll have it under control. I have faith in them.
Okay.
They've done enough good to earn my trust. That's for sure.
They've redeemed enough.
Yeah.
For the most part, right?
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
they've done a really good job. I can't remember the last Marvel movie where I was like, that was whatever. Might be Black Widow coming up. Who knows? I don't think I'm gonna watch Black Widow. No
I
offense.
will, but it's just gonna be another action movie.
I would
It's-
definitely watch it probably when it comes to Disney Plus, but I'm not gonna pay like the extra money when.
To go and see it
Yeah.
on release. That's
Uh,
fair. Who wants to
yeah.
go outside during COVID anyway?
I mean, Disney Plus will probably have it
Oh,
For-
frame what?
for extra money, like they did
I
for
see, I
like they
see.
had for Mulan.
Like Premiere, okay.
Mhm.
Premiere
Yeah.
price.
So
Interesting.
we'll have to see. I definitely won't be paying extra money, but maybe it'll be really good. I didn't think Guardians of the Galaxy was gonna be that good, but it was actually really good. It's one of my favorites.
that was a secret hit, man.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 were both
I
really
think
good.
I've only seen one.
Those are really good.
Yeah,
Um,
I've heard the second one was good too.
The second one was good. Very rare,
First one was good.
Very,
Very
rare.
rare.
It is very rare.
but they did it. That's what is it, Kevin Feige. He's a
Yeah.
mastermind storyteller, I don't know what his official title is.
Producer overall.
Producer.
Are you right?
Who knows? Yeah. Oh, and they
I
also
did,
have
yeah.
Shang-Chi. The Shang-Chi trailer
Oh,
should be
yeah.
interesting. A lot of Asians in
I'm
that
looking forward
movie.
to that.
Some good Asian representation coming out.
Let's go.
It should be good. My
Even
girlfriend
the
think
Eternals?
my girlfriend thinks that the main character is very attractive.
Oh,
I don't know how you
Simu
pronounce
Liu?
it. Yeah, Shimu
Simu
Liu or
Liu?
something. No,
yeah.
yeah, I don't think he looks like me.
He was in Kim's Convenience. It's like a sitcom.
He's definitely handsome.
Oh, I
Um,
see. I see.
Yeah, he's like fit Asian. I'm sure he's done
It's-
martial arts before all of this.
Probably.
Uh,
I mean, I feel like with action movies. If you have some martial arts background, it helps.
yeah, I feel like if you're Asian, you have to have some some martial arts in order to get into movies.
To get casted.
Yeah. Because I mean,
Dang.
there's him, and then like all the guys, all the Asian dudes in Mortal Kombat were all obviously did martial arts. There was this one guy in Mortal Kombat that played Liu Kang, and he was ripped as hell. Like I was like, God damn, bro. He was like skinny, but he had some definition on him, and he was I think he was was it the Black Ranger that was Asian in Mighty Morphin
Yeah.
Power Rangers movie?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
that
he
was him.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
wow,
him.
okay.
It's the same guy. If you've watched that one,
Yeah.
so I didn't even realize it was him. But yeah, it's the same guy. Speaking of Mortal
probably
Kombat,
won't.
that movie was ass.
I've heard.
I didn't watch it. Maybe it's a
Me
good
too.
thing.
Not yet.
I mean, if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, you'll definitely enjoy it. It's
Okay,
entertaining. I'm not a huge
I heard
fan of
the
Mortal
fight scenes were
Kombat.
good though.
Yeah, the fighting was good, but the story was really bad.
Right, like, do you have to know the lore to actually?
No, you don't have to. I don't
It's
think
like
you don't. It doesn't really have. I mean, it's obviously the same thing, right? There's a tournament, and whoever wins gets to eat the other's world, basically. That's to take over.
Yeah.
So there's a good side and a bad side, and they added a character that's not in the games, and he was easily the worst character in the movie. Like, he was just a cookie cutter
Role,
protagonist
whatever.
type, hero type,
Oh,
nothing special about
the
him.
protagonist. I see.
He had a family, and his whole motivation was, I have to save my family. And that was his only. That was like
Essentially
yeah, that's his
motivator.
motivation basically. Um,
Wow.
but it was cool seeing some of the characters like in live action. You know, the last time was in the old Mortal Kombat movie. I don't know if you guys have watched those.
I don't.
No, I have not.
They're
I've
all-
seen a lot of scenes though.
They're good cheesy films. Are there any good video games that turned into movie that had movies
video games
that you
turn
guys
into
can think
movies
of? That yeah, movies that are based off of
come
video
from
games.
games.
Yeah.
There's not one that I can just throw out immediately.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
most times it's movies, and then those turn into games. I
Yeah.
don't really see the other way around happening too much.
Because
Because
Monster Hunter,
yeah, Monster Hunter was
ass.
bad. I've heard. I
Oh.
mean,
World of Warcraft was-
apparently the Resident Evil movies were good enough to have like 10 of them. So
Oh, I guess that's also true. But I mean, it's just what gonna be a stereotypical horror movie.
yeah, like zombie
Zombie
movies
thriller,
just
yeah,
do
type.
good no matter what, I'm sure.
Right.
It's true.
What
I mean, I
else
can
is
see- I can see
there?
both, but
World of Warcraft was
Oh
one.
yeah, World
that
of
was,
Warcraft.
coming out with The Last of Us. They were gonna make a Sly Cooper movie and then they trashed it.
Hmm.
maybe this is Pokemon. But Pokemon
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Detective Pikachu was
What's
pretty
it-
good.
well, but
I
that
like
wasn't
Detective
like
Pikachu.
does that count?
Live action.
Animated
I mean,
first,
I
and
would
then it
say
went into
so.
game?
There is a Detective Pikachu game.
Oh,
Yeah, it's for the DS, right?
I didn't know
Oh,
there
I
was a
believe
Detective
so,
Pikachu
yeah.
game. Holy moly!
Jumanji isn't a video game. It's not even a no. Jumanji
No,
was a
Jumanji-
thing
that's-
before
it
the
was a
board game.
game. It's a board game, but it was a movie first, wasn't it?
Oh, you
Yeah.
know what else was good? Sonic. I like Sonic. That was
I
good.
didn't watch that one. The movie.
I didn't watch
Yeah.
Sonic there.
Sonic was pretty good. They're thinking about making a number 2. That's why.
Well, that means it's good enough for them to make a second one.
That's true. Yeah, I'm looking through all these, and it's like they're all bad when I look at them.
You're not wrong.
Like Tomb
I mean-
Raider, Silent Hill.
Tomb Raider.
uh,
Oh, okay.
Wait, there was a Ratchet and Clank movie.
What's there?
Yeah, it got a 21% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, there aren't very many good video game Pokemon. There,
Assassin's Creed was ass.
Assassin's Creed was ass. Why are video game movies so bad? I think it's because a lot of times they just want a cash grab, in my opinion.
They don't put the time. and
Yeah,
effort
they don't
into it.
put the time and effort into it. That's what I think.
They're capitalizing on the hype. Hey, people are
Yeah.
gonna watch this because the game is good. Let's go and
Mhm.
pump out a movie real quick.
Or I mean, like it's not that hard. I feel like nowadays, especially, a lot of things are based off of something. You know, like a lot of
That's
movies
true.
nowadays.
There's no original ideas.
Yeah,
a
there's
lot
not
of
really much
times.
original movies, or there's sequels.
Mm.
That's true.
So
I don't
it's
know. Netflix has has like a few originals, but independent film type.
yeah, that's true. But I feel like a lot of
I
the
don't watch
big
them.
movies. See, that's
Yeah,
the
the
thing,
big
right? They're
movies, yeah.
they're Netflix movies. They're not like
Yeah,
these
correct.
in
They're not-
theater movies.
Right. They're not
You know-
for the release like in mainstream
Yeah.
media.
Mhm.
Although I would consider Netflix to be mainstream media.
So
Actually.
I think when it's easy because there's already a source material to it, right? There's already established lore behind it. There are characters. You don't have to make your own characters.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
some of these movies, they take a lot of creative liberties and they put in their own characters, like Mortal Kombat, where they added this new character that was very useless.
They
Oh.
tried. They
So,
tried.
I mean, sometimes they do try to go that extra mile, but it ends up failing.
Mm.
So I don't know why it is. I'm not in Hollywood. I'm not I'm not in behind the scenes, but I could just tell
Okay.
you from my point of view.
Yeah.
Oh, Jacob, thank you for the follow. Thank you.
Oh, poggers.
But yeah, what video game would you guys want to see as a movie?
I don't know if they're all gonna be bad. I don't know if
Okay,
I
if
want.
if like it was guaranteed to be a good movie. It was like a good representation of your video game of choice.
Uh,
I'm already looking forward to The Last of Us. I think
Last of Us.
it has good storytelling and it's
Yeah,
based off of like
it's
real life
it's
characters.
gonna be hard to fuck up because The Last of Us already has such a good like they could just literally go frame by frame and just have the actors do what the characters in the
The
game
game.
are doing, and I
Yeah.
think the movie would be pretty okay. It would be pretty solid.
I mean, the characters are based everything they do in the game. There's nothing like unrealistic about it. It's
Yeah,
all doable within
that's true.
like real life means,
Yeah, it's a
which is why I'm looking forward to it.
it's a very story driven, very story rich game, and it's
Yeah.
got zombies in
everything's
it.
already there for them.
Yeah,
The blueprints are all laid out.
exactly.
For me, I mean, it's one of the things that I am kind of excited for would be like all the League stuff since they are making that League cinematic universe.
That's
right?
true. Yeah,
Because
they
so
are.
I'm excited to see how that's gonna turn out.
Mhm.
That is something that because I like League is probably my biggest time sink, right?
Yeah,
The lore is pretty interesting. Some things got retconned, but it's fascinating. So I kind of want to see what's going to happen with their Netflix series.
that's true. They do have a lot. Like
Yeah.
the League of Legends world is really big because not only do they have all those characters, but they have all like the skin lines too for like multiple universes and stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
Uh,
Like each skin line has
it's
But-
so fleshed out. It's
Mhm.
nice.
I definitely think that I never want to see a live action League of Legends movie for
I
now.
would like it to be animated.
I would definitely like it to be animated.
The animated shorts they already put out are
Yeah,
fantastic.
like
Yes,
all
but
of
that's
their
They keep it like that, you know.
their animation department is top tier, very top notch. Like all the KDA
I wonder how much-
stuff,
yeah,
like the
How much
true
time
damage
does it
stuff.
take to
Yeah,
put into it?
they
But
probably put a lot of money into it, and it just
Yeah.
makes sense for them to make like this Arcane, which is the Netflix series that's coming out in fall, I
the
think, of this
fall, I
year.
believe it was, yeah.
Already this year?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
that's pretty neat.
Yeah,
because they are making that cinematic universe, right? I feel like they're trying to
Mhm.
go for like the Marvel, what Marvel's doing, because
which
it
would
worked,
be really cool.
right?
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool, personally.
Is it a so it's a TV show like series or is it a
Yeah,
movie?
it's a series, I
It's gonna be a
believe.
series.
Oh, okay,
It's
That's
gonna
what
be a
I've heard.
series.
that's good.
It's
I
gonna
wonder
be
if it's
good, hopefully.
The weekly updates.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Netflix
They'll probably
usually
release it all
they
at once.
usually
'cause
they
Netflix-
sometimes they do it weekly. I think there's a couple of shows that they did
oh,
weekly,
interesting.
but I don't know what they're planning on. I'm a binge watcher, so usually I'll just wait.
Same.
Unless it's something that I'm very afraid to get spoiled by. Like a lot of people will talk about it, like on Twitter, because I go on Twitter a lot.
All of the Marvel.
Yeah,
all the Marvel shows.
so like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I was scared of getting spoiled by because I had gotten spoiled for WandaVision.
Oh,
So-
that's unfortunate.
It's too big to not.
Yeah, so I watched week by week, but I usually don't do that. I usually binge like animes and
Like, yeah. At least watch like 3 episodes straight. And be
yeah, like
okay,
it
time for a
it's
break.
good. Like I don't have to wait, you know. It's like
Yeah.
And plus too, I think the good thing about binge watching is like if you don't watch it until they're all available, you'll hear like the general consensus like, "Oh yeah, that was shit." Then you don't have to waste your time watching it,
Yeah.
you know?
You just be like, oh, I don't need to watch this
Yeah.
anymore.
So, I mean, that's when I watch a lot of anime, I'll try to get like a general. I'll go on like my anime list, right? Because
Yeah.
there's a reason that exists. Because
See the review.
I want to see the
That's the
like how much points it's gotten and whatnot.
de facto.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah, like-
not even watching any anime right now though.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I stopped actually.
yeah.
with
I
all
kind
the
of go
movie.
through. I kind of go through phases. I'm not really in an anime phase right now.
Oh, actually, I was watching. It took me 300 years to killing slimes.
Oh
to
yeah,
love-
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
saw my
yeah.
level or something. I was
I
watching
saw
that.
that on Crunchyroll.
It's a
Is
nice
that on
slice of
Crunchyroll?
life thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a
It is.
isekai kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a
The
lot of
story
those now.
There are. That's the popular genre now.
Yeah, isekais. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I
The
think.
girl overworked and died. and then
Ooh.
she respawned in a new
Oh, I
world.
see. I see. That she's a grinder then.
Yeah.
That's a
I
grind
wonder if
life.
she was just grinding slimes for 300 years. Jeez.
That's a lot of grinding.
I
Like,
know.
Yeah.
like imagine playing Genshin Impact and only killing slimes until you're max level on your character.
No books. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that would be terrible.
Big oofers. Yeah, it would take about 300 years.
I don't even. I think my favorite isekai is probably Shield Hero. I think that's the only one that I really like.
I like
I like
3-0.
that one.
Oh yeah,
Or
ReZero is an isekai too.
I also like Log Horizon. Thought that was
Log
cool.
Horizon was
haven't
really
played that.
good the first 2 seasons, and then
Huh?
I heard the new season was coming out, and they like fucked it up. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I heard, and I was like, "Aw."
Aww.
So
What is
the
this?
log-
Log,
I
Log
did like Log
Horizon?
Horizon.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't.
Log
Yeah, I
Horizon.
didn't watch that one.
Oh, actually, my favorite was No Game No Life.
Oh, yeah,
No
that
Game
was
No
crazy.
Life. I didn't watch that one either.
Forever Never Season 2.
Is Sword Art Online like the first isekai? That's an
It's-
isekai, right? Technically.
Yeah.
It
Oh
probably
no, you
wasn't
know what the
but
first
it's the most
isekai is?
mainstream
Digimon.
Oh my.
one.
Digimon's technically an
wrong.
isekai, right?
Yeah.
Because they do get sucked into the digital world.
I guess so.
I would say so.
I like in that
It's-
first season because after like the first season, like the Digimon came to the real world.
Yeah.
So
And then the
I mean-
newest Digimon's also.
I mean,
go-
I don't know if it's like the first isekai, obviously, but that's I mean, that's probably the
like the
oldest one
earliest
that
one
I
that you can
know.
remember.
Yeah. So
True.
I don't know. Yeah, Digimon's an isekai for sure. I'm sure of it. I'm absolutely
doubt,
sure.
dude.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that it is. What else we got here? Oh, so a couple. I think it was maybe last episode or the week episode before we talked about Microsoft potentially buying Discord
Oh yeah.
and how that would have been terrible for
Terrible,
us people
because
that use
no.
Discord every day. But
Remember what
It
happened
was-
to Skype? So...
yeah, it was announced that Sony is actually partnering with Discord. Not particularly buying out. I think Microsoft, it was like they were buying Discord.
Yeah.
So it's,
Discord probably wanted to maintain.
for
shares.
Sony's wording is they're partnered with Discord. So I assume that like their voice communication stuff is
voice
going to
gonna
be
run through
through
Discord.
Discord,
Yeah.
which would
Which
be pretty
pretty good.
cool. I mean, I have me and Creighton both have some experience with PlayStation Live lobbies. We both have PS4. You don't have a PS5, right, Creighton?
No.
So
Not
I don't
yet.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that is in terms of voice communication. But I mean,
It looks
the
a lot more streamlined.
yeah, the PS4 one was like whatever. You just like created a lobby and your friends would join, and
It's enough to be, it works. That's it.
yeah, it works.
There's nothing really super special about it. But
Yeah,
works.
but I mean, like Discord, you have like you can stream stuff to
Oh,
your
wait.
friends, and
You're talking about like it's just a voice lobby in PS4?
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Oh, I
much.
didn't know you could
Yeah.
do that. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, if you're playing like COD, for example, and you don't want to hear all the other people saying they did bad stuff to your
Bad
mom,
words.
or yeah, saying gamer words, you can just mute everyone and you can still hear your friends.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, that's what that's what we did a lot when we were playing like the COD BR and stuff and Apex on PS4.
anything.
You just get yeah. That was a long time ago now that I think about it. It was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it is.
I haven't had a PlayStation Online in a while.
I just renewed mine actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't even turned my PS4 on.
It's 'cause
Hopefully
all
it
the
still
free
works.
games.
Dude, I have so much games that I still haven't beaten. I haven't beaten God of War. I haven't beaten Horizon Zero Dawn. I haven't beaten the Uncharted games that I have.
Hey, you should probably start doing
Yeah,
that.
hopefully my PS4 is still working. So I could
Back in
play
my
those.
day, we didn't
But you,
have to
but
pay
you
for
know, I don't have time to play that game because
Oh,
I
that's
keep
all-
playing League of Legends. So,
Everybody has their default
know
game,
that.
you know?
I have my priorities, you know. Which I mean, it doesn't make sense because I have a child now, right? And it would make more sense for me
More
to
sense to
play
play your
single
PS4
player
games, yeah,
games.
where you can pause.
Like when
Pause,
Aki
go
goes to
again.
sleep, it's like, oh, league. I'm like, oh, you gotta go. It's time.
You
So
guys pay for PlayStation Online though, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
it
Because
was
they
what
changed.
to
$60 a year.
60 bucks.
Yeah,
Oh,
sixty
But
that's
you,
dollars.
there's a lot of
fine
sales,
Xbox
so
stuff.
Yeah,
technically it could be 40.
you do get a lot of free games.
You get
Um,
2 every
for
month.
your
What is it?
PS
Is
Plus
it like a
membership.
PSN, like PlayStation Plus then?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus. Yeah,
Oh, that's it. Okay.
so you
See
get
back before.
yeah extra sales on games and you get free game, and they're good games too. It's not like shitty. I mean, they're a little bit old obviously, but
Right.
like I got Bloodborne for free. I think they just had like Battlefield 5 or something.
Wow. Wait, and it's a
Yeah.
$60 a year, just annual
Yeah,
subscription. That's pretty good.
$60
That's
a
a good
year.
value. Unlike
I'm-
Xbox, who just rips you off every month.
Well, I'm sure Xbox has. Well, they have the Game Pass, which is a pretty good deal from what I
do have the Game
understand.
Pass now, that's right. Which
Um,
also works on Windows PCs, by
yeah.
the way.
So,
Which is-
and that's only
that's
like,
That's it. That's
I mean, that's like what, $14.99 a month or
I
something.
don't know. It's kind of pricey though. I looked at it because I was like, oh, you get free PC games, and I was
Yeah.
like, ooh, I have to pay monthly. I'm not gonna do that though. Actually,
Yeah,
I play my free to
So-
play games.
yeah. But I mean, Xbox does have their own thing. But
Yeah.
from what I know, I'm sure PS5 is like blowing the Xbox Series X out of
Yeah,
the water.
Yeah.
it's always been.
Yeah.
I mean,
was-
I don't know. The Xbox 360,
was popular. because they had,
Xbox
like, Halo and
360
stuff.
was really popular. I
Yes,
feel.
they had Halo. They had
But
I think
The
I
Call of
think-
Duty series.
yeah,
Call of
the one drawback about the Xbox 360 was that you had to pay, because the PS3 you don't have to pay for online.
correct. That's why I was like, PlayStation is better because
Yeah.
I get online for free. I don't have to buy Xbox Live every month. And then PlayStation changed it to you can't play
Mhm.
online for free anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
That-
it's not for no reason, right? They put a lot of stuff
Yeah,
into it.
Yes, you
like,
get content for it. So
yeah.
it does.
And
make
I mean, it's not a sustainable. I mean, if you have a service that people pay for, then why make it free? You know, Like, that's just how it works. That's how things work.
It's like all these streaming services now. It's
Yeah. Yep.
We're going back to
Mhm.
having cable, but it's all streamed.
No,
You gotta pick
cableless.
which
We're having
services you want.
cableless cable.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
you
great.
gotta get HBO Max, you gotta get Netflix,
Yeah,
you gotta get
this is
Hulu,
true.
Disney Plus instead of just having
Yeah.
one cable package now.
Mhm.
I don't need somebody to come over to set that up. I can just,
Yeah, this is true.
insert credit card and
That's
start
true.
watching whatever
Just
I want to
insert
watch.
those
Swipe.
magical numbers on the front of your credit card and those three
in the
cards,
back.
yeah, in the back, and the expiration date.
Swipe,
No
swipe.
setup.
swipe.
You'll
It's
set
just
up
that
the-
easy. And set up an account, and then we'll send you emails every day.
every every single time. Hey, don't forget about this one.
Yeah.
Don't forget about this show coming out soon.
Dude, I swear to God, every time I sign up for something, I always click the I do not want to receive newsletters. But I feel like they disregard that and they still send
They
me
send
that
it to
shit,
you
man.
anyway, and it says if you don't want to get these emails anymore, click this link to unsubscribe.
Yeah, like I had my Snapchat and I clicked I don't want to receive any of this shit about your filters and whatnot. And I kept doing it and it would not save, so I just deleted my Snapchat account. I was like, fuck this, I don't care. I don't even use this account. I don't
yeah,
even
so
use
it's just like,
Snapchat,
okay,
so-
now you're just giving me garbage in my email.
Yep. I just didn't care. I didn't want that shit. I don't care about Snapchat. No one sends me shit.
There's
Uh,
fine print.
Yeah,
Every
for
day.
sure.
Pokemon Snap though.
Oh yeah, we have talked
Yeah,
about
Pokemon.
the two big ones, and we'll talk about the little brother, Nintendo.
Yeah.
They just had
Nintendo.
Pokemon Snap coming out, and I've heard that it's some pretty good things about it.
It looks really nice. It looks polished. I didn't play the original, but it looks like a fun game. You see a lot of interactions with that you wouldn't see in like normal Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because normal Pokemon is about like the battling and
Yeah, they're just killing each other.
right. This one you see more of them in their natural,
Natural
habitat
habitats, yeah.
interactions, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's a very pretty
That
game.
slice of life.
It looks really nice.
Slice of life with Pokemon.
Yeah, my type of
Hey
anime.
man, slice of life has been blowing up with like
love
Animal
it.
Crossing.
It's like you're isekai'd into the Pokemon world. Amazing. And now you don't have to go to Blockbuster to print out all your cool Pokemon Snap pictures.
You
You can
just
just post
upload
them
it.
online.
Yeah,
Amazing.
but
Did any of you guys do that? Like go to the Blockbusters and upload
hell
or
no.
print out your
I didn't even
stuff?
have an N64, dude.
Yeah, I
didn't
didn't
play
have an
Pokemon,
N64 either.
so
I was not
Yeah.
about that.
I always went to a friend's house.
Yeah,
to
me
play
too.
it and watch him play it.
We all had that friend that had the N64.
the N64, somebody who had the Xbox, somebody who
Yeah.
had the PlayStation,
Uh-huh.
and somebody who had the GameCube.
Yeah. I was the friend with the PlayStation. So
Oh,
I also only had PlayStation until we came out. I usually went to Creighton's house or Larry's house.
yeah.
hey man, it was the times when the Game Boy was out because we all
Yeah,
had it.
Game Boy,
We all
Yeah, the
was
Game
Game
Boy.
Boy was the
congregate
shit.
somewhere.
Yeah,
was
we
the-
sit out in the garage or
Yeah,
out on the
the
in the
link
yard.
the link cables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I remember when I think it was Fire Red and Leaf Green, it came with that wireless
Yeah, the wireless
adapter
one.
thing.
And
That was
3,
pretty cool.
that one. I got that for Emerald. I was like,
Yep.
oh, I don't need to fuck around with these shitty cables anymore.
Yeah,
My
I-
Pokemon within the tree.
I've already told this story about my cousin's Charizard getting
Charizard
lost in the
getting
link
stuck.
cable. So when that thing came out, he like messaged me like, "Hey, now you won't lose all my Pokemon." And I'm like, "Yeah, true."
Nice.
So that was a really big innovation. I like
Yep.
that shit.
And then
That
they
was really
integrated
cool.
it into just the next
Yeah,
next
and
gen
then,
console.
You know,
The DS.
it's just wireless.
And now they're all the way up to the phone app. Store
Yep.
your Pokemon in the phone apps.
Yep.
I was
Pokemon
like, oh, okay.
Home.
You can do
Yep.
that? That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah. All on the phone. They're all just sitting on my phone right now in the cloud.
I remember one of the coolest things about the Nintendo DS is when they'd have the download play, so you wouldn't need like Mario
Yes.
Kart in order
You
to
can
play
yeah.
Mario
play
Kart with your
with
friends.
other people. Who have
I mean, you get stuck playing freaking Shy Guy, but who
Shy
cares?
Guy
You
all
can
the
still
time, but
play.
you're playing the
You can
game.
still play with your friends. That was really cool.
Yes. And only one person needed the
Yep.
game. That was crazy. You could have
Uh-huh.
8 people
Uh-huh.
playing with you with one game.
That
It
was really
nuts.
cool. Yep.
The days. The
Yeah,
Yeah,
days
that was
when,
a long time
you know,
ago. Yeah, Nintendo's slowly learning. Like they just added multiplayer to the newest Mario Party that came out, and it's been like a year, which is really weird.
Yeah. I mean,
Too
that's one
long.
of the reasons I think people didn't want to buy it because there's no online. Play.
Yeah.
They're like, oh well, unless I have people over, we're not gonna
Mhm.
play this game. So
And we're in the
makes
middle of a
sense.
pandemic.
I know.
So,
right?
well, we're not in the middle of the pandemic. I assume we're coming out of it.
We're-
So
Yeah, well,
Hopefully.
we still have a pandemic. I mean, with all the COVID shots, we are doing pretty well.
we're doing
but-
better. But yeah,
Yeah, it's something that makes me actually consider getting that game because I do like
I
Mario
mean,
Party.
the thing about your situation though is you have roommates that can play with you.
True.
You know?
That's also true.
the local is usually better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have local. So yeah, I went to Rihanna's friend's house one time and they had like an N64 with Mario Party. That was really fun.
Holy moly!
This was like
Oh,
retro gaming.
Yeah, it was like
Let's
2 years
go.
ago, I think. It was pretty cool. That was
Setting up those LAN parties are important. That's just like
Yeah.
board game nights, man.
Back in the
Yeah.
day. Yeah, we also had board game nights too, I remember.
Yeah, those
yeah.
are fun.
We had play like
Catan,
Catan.
yeah.
What was that? It was like Sheriff of something that Larry brought one time.
Oh, yeah.
like
I think it was like Sheriff of Nottingham or something.
I don't know if I played that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and then there was that
Plague Incorporated.
yeah, and there was like the kaiju one.
There's
That's pretty
another.
good.
There was like a deck building one we played too, but
Yeah. Yeah,
like we
that,
played Smash Up over here and we played.
that was a
Coup.
long time ago.
It's like 5-6 years. Jeez.
Look at us boomers. Fucking nostalgia again. Holy moly.
What else can we do? All
I
we
just
do-
like to throw out that I'm the youngest here. These guys are all old. They're at least
Yep,
2 years
yep.
older than me, so I'm the young one here. Don't get nothing twisted.
me boomer. Our brain.
Uh,
Boomer reaction.
I see David in the chat. David's also old. David's ancient. Shout out.
What? You don't like a year?
Shout out to David.
You're younger.
I
than
think
me.
David's like I think he might be a year older than me,
Yeah, I think he's a year younger than me. So he's like-
but he's still old. He's still an old man in my eyes. Jeff Kaplan.
oh
Heavy
yeah,
Blizzard.
he was a big guy. He was a big thing.
Yeah, he was in a lot of memes.
Yeah,
He was the meme.
because
He was the
Overwatch.
meme of Blizzard.
Yeah, he. There was a lot of music, like when his was it weekly like developer updates or something.
He would have
Yeah.
There'd
posts,
always
yeah.
be like a shit post on it of them like
Hey
cutting.
guys, this is
Yeah,
Jeff Kaplan
yeah.
here with the Overwatch team.
Remember, if you mess with Jeff, you messed with death, or something. They like cut that shit up. That was funny. Oh,
When such an important game director though leaves, then it's just like, oh, is
yeah,
the
that's
company?
true. Because they do have Overwatch 2 coming out, right? So
Yeah.
when something
I
like
know.
that happens, there will be question marks. But I feel like Blizzard has been coming under a lot of fire recently.
Yeah.
For sure.
But
I saw a Reddit thread that said I think in the past 2 years, Blizzard has lost like 30% of their active player base.
holy
Which
moly,
is crazy. That's a lot. That is huge.
I'm sure a lot of it is just people playing WoW.
Well, I mean they're still considered active player base if they're playing WoW. But
Yeah,
then
no,
WoW,
like a big
all they
chunk of their player base that is
Right,
persisting is
WoW.
from WoW.
right.
Because like no one plays HOTS. I don't know
HOTS
if anyone
HOTS is
plays
pretty much dead.
Overwatch.
Overwatch is pretty much dead, except for like
Um,
even Overwatch League. I think
What else is there?
almost
Like
dead.
Diablo.
Call of Duty's on there now.
I would you really consider? I mean, it's on there.
It's Activision, but it is
Yeah.
Activision Blizzard. That's why now.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
true. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Preston asks, "What are our thoughts on the Genshin skins?"
I
So
didn't even know they had
someone leaked that they're gonna have skins for like summer themed skin, like beach
Oh boy,
theme
more of my
skins.
Oh yes.
We
Let's
don't
go.
know.
Funny.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
know if they're gonna be behind the paywall, if it's gonna be
Oh,
gotcha.
100% they're
Oh,
gonna be behind the paywall.
Oh,
Unless you can gotcha for it. They have a
So,
separate banner for those skins.
for
a
one
skin
of-
banner.
one of MiHoYo's other games, Honkai 3rd, they did give out skins. Like if they had an event, they would have like a free skin, but they'd also have a skin that you would have to roll for. So
It's flex. These are how many primos I spent.
yeah,
to get
so
it. Nicely.
so from the leak, it looked like Barbara and Jean were getting skins, and they were both
Bikini
really
skins?
nice. No, they
I
weren't
see it.
bikini skins actually. They would make a lot of money if they made
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, Preston said apparently one of them is supposed to be from completing the event, and I'm sure the other one you're gonna have to pay in some way. But both of them were really nice if the leaks were true. Barbara and Jean are like sisters, so that's probably why they were chosen.
Are they sisters? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I believe they're sisters.
Oh, that's
Um,
interesting.
Sounds
Genshin
interesting.
lore,
I
Genshin
don't-
lore, Genshin lore.
The shitty thing is both of those characters aren't. Oh, Barbara
that great.
especially is not amazing. Jean's okay. She's a 5-star, so she better at least be okay.
Yeah, she's not. Imagine rolling your 5-star
Um,
and then getting it again for pity.
I know, for real. I
Oh,
feel
fuck
pity for
that
that
guy.
guy. Oh god. Oh man, yeah.
I wonder who it is.
Okay.
I wonder who that is. Huh. Yeah, that was very tragic.
Rolling for Ganyu. Get pity, Jean.
That was
Oof.
so bad. I hated it.
Yeah, you poor soul.
I know. That was the worst, bro.
It's okay. I pitied a weapon, so.
Hey, what? Yeah, that's true. Weapons. It feels pretty bad when you get a weapon and it's a bad weapon.
But my weapon was good at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I got a five. The first 5-star I got from the normal banner was a terrible catalyst. The
No.
5-star catalyst. It was like really bad. So, you know, shit happens. That's the name of the game, right? It's a gotcha game. So
RNG,
Yep,
baby.
yep.
it's RNG. All right, so I think we're done with the topic. So we'll move on to this 3x3 thing. This is the first time we'll be doing this. So, we'll see how
Basically,
it goes. So yeah, like I said earlier, it's just like nine
Of your
things.
favorite games or something.
Yeah, today we're doing favorite games. We'll see if we continue to do this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I really feel about doing something like this when podcasts are,
Like, have audio.
audio.
Yeah.
Like people listen to it audio.
So we can talk about
But
it.
yeah,
But
we'll
go down
see.
the line. But
We'll go through mine first.
Right, throw it up.
Let me see.
What do we have here?
Let's see. Let's see. You guys see it?
oh, skid.
So,
Yeah.
mine. I'll go from top to bottom, and I'll explain why I picked. So, Monster Hunter in general has been. I've really enjoyed the series as a whole. Wait, let me see if this is. Look, okay, it looks fine on OBS. Okay, so
looks fine.
Monster
Yeah.
Hunter. I've really enjoyed. I started playing like the second game or so at my cousin's
all the way
house.
back.
Yeah, back then. And I really enjoyed it. And
What are your
then
favorite features? Just the monsters, the
you know,
weapons?
just beating the shit out of monsters, and you know, it's surprisingly complex with the armor skill system and you know the different weapons and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it actually gives a lot of
It goes.
versatility. It gives you options
Yeah,
on both
and
styles.
it's a lot of it adds a lot of replayability because you know you gotta grind for your weapons or your armor
all
that
your
you want.
gear.
So that
I
I
can agree
really
with that.
enjoyed.
It makes farming feel way better
Yeah,
than
it's
what
like
you're farming
rewarding.
for.
It's rewarding to farm because you know and it's not like the drop rates are okay. In the old Monster Hunter games, they were really bad, like the drop rates. But
Yeah.
starting with World, they got a lot better. So World and then Rise,
Rise had a lot of quality of life.
they're very new
Friend.
player to the series, like friendly. And a lot of people were complaining like about Rise, like, oh, it's not even really like hunting because you see the monsters on the map. Like before, you know, you had to paintball the monsters to keep track of where
Yes.
they're going, and you actually had to go and find the monster on the map. They
Yes,
weren't
you
always
had
in
to
the
Yeah.
same
find them
spot.
first, and then you had to paintball them.
But you know, I'm fine with that if it gets more people into the game. I mean, yeah, you like it's hunting, right? Like hunting in real life, you don't just see, oh, there's a deer here, you know. But
Opens up GPS.
yeah,
There
it,
it
it
is.
takes up like it takes a lot of useless time running around. And then sometimes when you find the monster, they just fucking fly away and you're like, whoa, I gotta go look for it again. And that's just like a lot of time just running around the map,
Doing
you
nothing.
know. So
Makes it sound like a world's medium between it was pretty good because
yeah,
after you tracked it so much,
Mm.
then you automatically had
yeah,
the
like if
symbol.
you found enough tracks for it,
Yeah,
which I thought
so you build up to it.
I would personally prefer something like that, but you know, I don't really dislike
The current
Rise's
how it's
system.
doing.
Automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also the fact that Rise isn't a very like the maps aren't that big compared to Worlds.
True.
So Worlds maps were like huge. Like there was a lot. There was like a lot of stuff in
You can
what
tell
it's
they
called.
built it for.
Yeah, it's called World, right? So you know it had to be big. So yeah, I've always enjoyed Monster Hunter Rise or Monster Hunter the series in general. Dark Souls 3.
Souls games, man.
So
Yeah, I really like oh, I didn't play any of the other Dark Souls games. I have Dark Souls Remastered, which is the first one. But Dark Souls 3 was I really enjoyed it. It's not my favorite Souls game. We'll get to my favorite later. It's right there on the bottom right.
Yeah.
Um but I really enjoyed Dark Souls 3. It was challenging, but I didn't feel like it was overly challenging to the point that I just wanted to throw my controller, you know? Shout out to Preston.
it was one of those games where literally you have to get good.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, yeah, there's at the surface level there's not much to the game, right? You just go in, you beat the worlds, you beat the boss,
And don't die.
and you don't die. It's very simple, but if you want to get into it, there's like a lot of lore, and I mean, there's secret bosses and stuff. You know, it's a very deep game. So I enjoyed it. I haven't played number 2 or number 1, but Dark Souls 3 is definitely one of my favorite games. And I'm a big fan of Pokemon, obviously.
Oh shit.
I've played every single generation of Pokemon, but Pokemon X and Y is probably one of the ones that stick out most to me because that's when I started getting into the competitive aspect of the game. It's also when I started shiny hunting. I definitely have, out of all the
God.
Pokemon games I've played, I think I had over 1,000 hours on X and Y.
Holy
Oh,
moly.
you maxed
Uh,
out the timer then, the clock.
yeah, so Creighton got one of the fruits of my labor. He got a shiny Froakie. Was it for your
Hell yeah.
birthday?
Yeah, it
It was
was.
like for your birthday or something. But X and Y is definitely one of my favorites. I definitely like Ruby and Sapphire as well, Gold and Silver.
Gen 3.
Yeah. Um, I like the Alola region just because it's kind of based on Hawaii,
Boy,
which is cool.
it was a new take. I liked it. That was
Yeah, it
interesting.
was cool. They uh, and then Black and White was whatever. But yeah, X and Y is definitely one of my favorites. And then the next game, which is Ape Escape, some of you guys might have not even heard of it, but it was the first game I ever got for the PlayStation. I remember my dad bought it for me, and then for this game, you needed a controller with the analog sticks. 'Cause
Oh, a
you
PS1
guys, yeah, because remember the PS1,
You
it originally the
did it.
controllers didn't have the analog sticks.
Yeah.
So my
Yeah.
dad bought it for me, and then I was trying to play it, and then, funnily enough, it says right on the box that you need a controller with like if you look closely,
I see
it
it
does
right
say yeah,
It
it does say that you need the controller with the analog stick, but we didn't have one. So I had to wait till I got a controller with analog stick. It's basically like an adventure game. You're just going
Ooh, okay.
around. I think the premise was that you're a dude and the monkeys are bad because they have some kind of mind control device on them. Like if you look at them, you can see like they have like a tin, like a metal helmet. And I
Yeah.
think they're being like controlled and they're like bad. So you had to get all of them.
Get 'em
Yeah,
back then,
get the monkeys back because they escaped, I guess.
Mm.
But that's probably one of the earliest memories I have. It's not like my favorite game, obviously, because I haven't played it in a while. But it's one of my earliest memories of playing on the PlayStation. It was my first PlayStation game, I would say, that I got. And then we have League of Legends.
The staple of games.
You have the old logo.
Yeah, everyone knows it. It's League of
Lol.
Legends. I don't have to go much into it.
Yeah.
It's whatever. And then it's Fire Emblem Awakening, which
Wow, really?
I think is probably my favorite Fire Emblem game. Yeah, I've played Sacred
Strategy.
Stones. I played Awakening. I played Three Houses. I played Fates. But Awakening was just, for me, it was really solid. They added a lot of stuff to it from the old games that I really liked. And it's just a really solid game. If you haven't played it and you're a fan of Fire Emblem, I highly suggest you play it. It's really great.
I should probably play it.
And the story's really good
I
as
have it
well.
too, it's
Yeah.
just- yeah.
The story's really good.
Void has my DS right now. Maybe I'll play it later.
Yeah, the characters are really good. And I spent a lot of time like min-maxing my characters in that game as well.
Okay.
Because it was,
what is it, like super children or whatever?
yeah, so spoilers, you get children. So in the old Fire Emblem games, you could have like relationships, like S
Right.
relationships,
It was a
and they
support-
get
support
yeah,
combo.
sport, and they do get married. And in this game, your children from the future come into your game.
I didn't know that. So this is where they introduced the whole having kids part. of it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So they inherit certain skills that the
That's so
parents
interesting.
have, which
Skill.
you can make super children. I won't say much more because I think that's already kind of a big spoiler already if you haven't played it. But yeah, it's a really good game, and I highly recommend it. Next we have Tekken 3. It's definitely
Good
my
old Tekken.
first fighter game that I've ever played.
Number 3.
Yeah, number 3
Oh, okay.
specifically. I did have number 1 and 2, but I didn't play them because I thought they looked like shit. uh, and I mean, I wasn't very good at it. I was just getting my ass beat by my dad the whole time. But I really enjoyed the whole fighting game aspect. You know, like the 1v1. And I was
Right,
full disclosure. I was a full on button masher. Okay,
right.
I was like really young, so it's not my fault.
Yeah.
But
Just
I
press the
really
button and
yeah,
get both
like it
punches.
was really cool to me how all of the characters had like their own unique fighting style and fighting skills. You know, they had all had their different moves, and there was the cool characters like ogre, and you know there was like demon ogre or whatever, and there was like devil jin. Well, I don't know if devil
Was
jin was in this one.
Yoshimitsu in there?
Yoshimitsu was in this one.
Oh, wow, Yoshimitsu's pretty cool.
Um,
I hated
yeah, like
Yoshimitsu
he
because
it was
that fucker would heal
Heihachi.
himself. He would
Yeah,
go like this and he just heals. I'm like,
and
you
this yeah,
serious?
this is the game with the drunk guy. Oh no,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it was the
Was
crippled
it?
guy. He was like he couldn't stand up, so he'd be on the floor the whole time.
Oh my goodness, that sounds like a
I
pain.
forget what his name is. It's like Doctor or something. And then there was the little lizard guy gone. I think it was this. I'm pretty sure it was Tekken 3, unless I'm remembering incorrectly. But I'm pretty sure it was number 3. And then they had like a little mini side game where it was like a beat 'em up side scroller, which was pretty
Oh,
cool. A lot of people don't know that, but
But
I
yeah,
remember I
that's
remember it. Um, and then we have Halo 3. Oh, well, I also gotta mention that I haven't really played. I've played some of Tekken 7, um, but I didn't play it like super competitive. I know Blair, Creighton's cousin, plays
yeah,
it online pretty, or I don't know if he still does, but
he did.
he played it pretty
pretty
religiously.
good. That's pretty good.
But yeah, I never really got super into it. Next we have Halo 3. Um, I didn't.
Actually,
I never played online for Halo 3, but I have memories playing through the story, like playing through like the flood. That was really cool, like the flood and um.
that's everybody's favorite
Yeah,
memory.
Halo 3 was the one where the Arbiter comes in, right? You get to play as the Arbiter, or is that
Yeah,
the
I
next one?
think so. I'm pretty sure.
So you get to play
All I
as like
remember is the ending.
yeah, you get to play as like the alien, like the bad guy, quote unquote, in this one. I played some multiplayer, but I just remember a lot of times I'd play against my dad, and my dad would beat my ass. Yeah, that's a lot of my early video game memories. Is just my dad beating my ass in the game, of course, in the game. And then we have
Don't have
Bloodborne.
the motor
Yeah,
skills.
yeah. Oh, okay. To be fair, when Halo 3 came out, I was pretty old, so my dad was just better than me. I remember one time we were playing and I was like, "Dad, can you only use grenades?" And then I beat him and then I was like, "Yes."
Pop off.
That was one of my memories of that game. And then yeah, we have Bloodborne next, which is by far my favorite Souls game, I'd say. I really like the world of it. I like the difficulty, the lore, all the different weapons were really cool. Bosses were really cool. And that was also my first Souls game. So I got my ass beat a lot. Like a
You
lot, a
learn
lot.
how to die.
Yeah, but it is a really fun game. And yeah, that's
It's a good
about it.
experience.
Yeah, it is a really good experience, learning to die a lot
Yep.
over and over. In the beginning,
Perseverance.
in the beginning, you're like, there's no way it's this hard, right? People are just exaggerating. And then after your like 50th death on the first level, you're like, okay, maybe, maybe this game might be a little bit hard. But yeah, that's my 3x3 grid.
You know that staple Pokemon game.
Crystal. I didn't play. Oh, I didn't have Crystal, but I got Silver. Oh no, I got Gold version actually.
Oh, you got gold. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I started with silver, and then crystal came along, and
Mm.
you know, the third games are always the best, especially
Yeah,
when it's
Crystal-
like Emerald, Platinum.
Crystal was like the innovator, right? Because they had the moving sprites. This is the
Yeah,
first game
yeah.
with the moving sprites.
Correct. The first game that had
Yeah.
the Pokemon animations, yeah,
Uh-huh.
when they come out.
That was like mind blowing.
Yes, that shit
It
was,
was.
so
That was so
cool.
crazy.
That's why this was my Pokemon X and Y is right after this, but my staple is Crystal.
Hmm.
It's
That's
either that
respectable.
or Soul Silver and Heart Gold, just because of
Oh
the
yeah,
two
those are really
regions.
good too. Yeah. So Silver and
I was
Heart Gold.
killing it back then, man. It was the best. And then
Mhm.
Yeah, it was-
also on the Game Boy days were the Kirby games.
Hmm.
Yes, this game that you have over here, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror,
Yeah.
it was a fantastic game. That game was great.
I never
This
played it.
is
We
this
could-
was the first Kirby game we could all play together
Yes.
locally.
Yes, so because we had with the link cable, so we would do
Yeah.
that. Nightmare in Dreamland was, I think, the earlier Kirby game that was in on GBA. maybe?
Yeah.
But this one was the one that
was.
lets you play multiplayer, and that was fun.
What
This was one of the games.
What was the multiplayer like? It was just like you and your buddies.
You guys
Yeah.
are you're in the same game. You're
Oh.
running through the
Same
same
game.
stages.
Going through the whole game together.
Mm.
Pretty much.
It was the
It was
best.
cool.
So you need like the link cable splitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get the
The-
link cable because
the
it's GBA,
four-
and you get
yeah.
the one that connects.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Yup, I remember
Yep.
that.
we had a whole network going on
We
already.
did.
That's
We did.
crazy.
In the neighborhood, we would go and sit in the yard and play.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though.
Four of us. Even
Yeah.
Larry
Yeah.
was there be It's like, oh man,
Yep.
we had
It would
everybody.
be- But yes, it was a good game.
Hmm.
Good game, good memories.
The next one was Sly Cooper. I think
Also,
me and
another
James
good
talked
game.
about this one a lot.
Yes,
when
we
we were
'cause
younger.
We would also have this game. I played all.
I'm pretty sure
three.
James got me into this one too.
I think it was the other way around. I think you got me into this.
Did I?
I think it was you.
I don't know, but it was
we
really
will-
simple. It's one of those kiddie games. You just jump, hit the circle button, do
You had
Multiple
cool
things.
moves. Yeah.
yeah.
Circle was pretty much like your interact button, but it's a game where the storyline was good, right?
Yeah, it's just an action-based game basically.
Where
Back
you're
in the old days.
Yeah.
Same from the same company who made like Infamous and Ghost of Tsushima.
The Sucker Punch.
Yeah, Sucker Punch.
I remember
Sounds good.
Creighton, when we were in that math class one time and we had to do the graph for was it extra credit or bonus points or something, and you made the
Yeah,
Sly Cooper was it an emblem or
had
something?
the little
Oh,
raccoon
with your graphic
emblem.
calculator?
Yeah,
Yeah, so we had to
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kinda
we had
cool.
to do like a formula.
Yeah, his
yep.
Mhm.
that was his calling card. That after because he's a thief, right? So he steals.
Yeah.
He would go on heists, and that he would leave that as his calling card. It's
Yep.
a pretty fun game.
It's like-
Storyline is good. I liked Sly 2 more, but it was a good game.
It varies from people to people.
Yeah, it
and
does.
then they made number 4, and it tanked.
They had a
hard.
number
Did
4.
it really? I bought it. I
Yeah.
never played it. I bought it for pretty much for my siblings because I was
So
not home that
a
much.
second company made number 4,
Mm.
and they literally left it on the biggest cliffhanger ever, and they haven't made a number 5.
Hey,
Oh
And it
my
was so sad. I was like, damn.
down.
Oh.
Unlucky.
They did a time travel thing, and Sly got left in Egypt time, and that was it. That was the end of the
He's
game.
sti-
I was like,
people
what the?
say
What,
people
really?
say he's there to this day.
He's still back.
He's
in
still in Egypt.
tragedy. And then of
Unlucky.
course, if you know me, Assassin's Creed.
Creed.
Assassin's Creed always had to make the list. I really like that single player game. It's just fun,
Hmm.
the story they tell
Good story too. That one had
with all the historic details of it.
references, Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of learn history through gaming.
Yeah.
And this one, specifically number 3, was my favorite.
Hmm.
I know a lot of people like number 2, but number 3 is just, it introduced a whole new type of a game world with running on top trees and learning about the American history,
Yeah.
American Revolution.
Yeah.
So that really sold me on
I
number 3.
I feel like Assassin's Creed was the first game that really did parkour well. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I would agree. Yes.
Yep.
They,
For
sure,
they,
for
they
sure.
did it very.
Yeah, I feel
it
like
didn't feel clunky.
Yeah,
And things like that,
I
so-
feel like it was. I mean, I didn't even play any, but from what I've seen, Like I feel like this Assassin's Creed was like the first franchise that really nailed like free running,
What they wanted to
basically.
do, yes.
Yeah, like the in terms of movement.
It was fantastic.
Mm.
And it's still great because they try to innovate every single new game that they have with it,
Right.
with all the different locations around the world, right?
Mhm.
So it's still great. And of course, my main staple is Maple Story.
Maple Story.
sir.
Maple Story.
Yes, sir.
That game
like
played for like
that goes way back.
12 years. I this year I think they're on like their 14th anniversary.
Mm.
No, I think it's longer, but this game has been out for a long time. I played this game in high school.
Yeah. This was my staple game. Like how you guys go back to League.
Yeah,
This I went back to Maple Story every single time.
Hmm.
I have phases as well with Maple Story where I'll come back and I'll disappear, and I'll come back and disappear. But
It's
been-
definitely one of those seasonal games, I would say.
yeah, it's a fun game though, especially if you play with friends.
Yep. And then, unlike other people, I do get into car games. I like cars every now and then.
Hmm.
I'm not like a super mechanic type of junkie, but I enjoy all the different types of cars.
Yeah.
I would say.
I remember
And
you'd always
Horizon.
have like a car game that you'd be excited about.
Hell yeah. And
Horizon.
Horizon 2 is basically the celebration of cars. Just because it's like a flat open world, it's like massive.
Hmm.
And you just have whatever cars that you like. There's just a shit ton of cars in it.
What console was this one for?
Only Xbox.
Oh, Xbox.
Forza series.
Hmm.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Xbox
Forza's Xbox.
Yeah. Forza's Xbox.
PlayStation got Gran Turismo, right? They have Gran Turismo.
Yeah,
Yep.
PlayStation
Gran
had Gran
Turismo.
Turismo, which I
The only racing game I've played is Need for Speed, Most Wanted.
I played Mario Kart.
that is the staple one.
That's a
yeah,
good
Mario
game.
Kart 2.
Mario Kart.
Oh
I
yeah,
was thinking
Mario
about
Kart
putting
2,
that one on.
technically.
I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Need for Speed was the one where you had like the wanted list, right? You could like race the different
Yeah.
you could go through the list of guys.
Yep. Most Wanted.
Yeah.
And then they also had the cops and robbers one.
Yeah.
Hot
Mhm.
Pursuit.
Yeah. That was
Yeah,
the one
played all
after
of
that,
those
yeah.
too.
It was after Most Wanted, I think.
Yep. People want the Underground series to be remastered.
Mhm. Oh,
That's with all the nitrous, that's why.
Oh, they have the NOS. Okay.
mm.
Yeah. And then this one's probably, I don't know if it's a hidden sleeper. I would say it is. It's not known by a lot of people, or it wasn't that popular. But Sunset Overdrive, I really it
I've never
takes the parkour type of idea and it like dials it up to 10. It's really good in its gunplay and movement around the whole area that they have.
Oh, so you run around and launch yourselves places, or like what? Because I've never
Yeah.
heard of this game. What kind of game is it? It's like a shooter.
It's a shooter parkour type of thing. There's like different cars and bushes you can jump all the way up to. There's different
Oh,
wiring lines you can grind on,
It-
and it's just
Oh.
its verticality is just like insane.
it's third person, right?
Yeah,
First,
it's
Is
oh,
it like
third person.
Platoonish kind of thing then?
Yeah, I would say it's almost like Splatoon. If
yeah,
Splatoon had like
it's-
4 different levels and you kept jumping
It's
upwards.
it's like an RPG, right? RPG shooter.
No, it's more just a shooter. It doesn't
Oh.
have a lot of RPG element. You
Hmm.
unlock guns though as you keep playing and different skills, but there's no like level. There's not a leveling type of system. It's just
Actually,
progression.
I just heard that Sony
Yep.
was what is it? They were getting like the trademark or something for Sunset Overdrive,
Yep.
something like
So
that.
Sony actually obtained Insomniac as a
Mm.
partner company.
Yeah, because it was an Xbox exclusive, right? Sunset
Yeah.
Overdrive, the original one.
But
anyway.
luckily Insomniac kept the rights to the name.
Mm,
So this is why Sony can now take the Sunset Overdrive trademark.
mm.
So that means they're gonna do something with it. So I get
Yeah,
a number
it's-
2
it's
after
been-
like
it's-
6 years.
Yeah, it's been a while since the first one came out.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's like 2015, 2014.
Yeah.
So I'm hyped. I mean, it's gonna take another 5 years, to make the game, but at least they're making it.
That's true. You do have some good news. You have something to hope for.
Yep. And then the next one is Hollow Knight. Have you guys ever heard of Hollow Knight?
I've
Oh,
played
yeah,
I've
I'm
played
sure.
Hollow Knight.
I have not played
I've
it.
never played through it though.
I watched
The-
Void play through it, but this game would turn me off.
Metroidvania.
Yeah.
It's basically the 2D of Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yes.
It was great. It had a
It's good
nice.
game. I know it's a good game, but it seems very difficult.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Sunset too, where you kind of progress, and as you kill bosses, you get different skills and all that throughout the whole game. The lore though is kind of what you make of it when you find all these little tidbits of information when you're running around Hollow Nest, which is the
Yeah.
whole map that they have,
It's very
and it's
s-
like massive.
That's very much like Souls, the Souls game. They don't tell you a story. They just kind of you gotta
You
kind
gotta
of
figure
make
it out
yeah you
yourself.
gotta kind of figure it out with all the little notes they leave you and stuff.
Yep. That game. Oh boy, it was sick. Took me like 100 hours just to get to the end game.
Yeah.
And
I always like play through it, and I always get lost, and I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore.
it's for sure. I got lost too. It took me a little,
Yeah.
and completion is like 120% now. So
Mm.
Oh,
there's even more after just getting the base game done.
Oh boy.
Forever. And then also Destiny,
Destiny.
you do
Raid night with the
another one
boys
about-
on Fridays.
Yeah.
That's where I go every Friday night.
Yeah, that's been a game that you've been playing for a little while too.
Yeah, you guys have been playing it for a long ass time.
I've been playing it since alpha. I have the shirt
Oh.
alpha. I was like, oh yeah, back all the way back in 2015.
Holy moly!
Still going hard.
2015. That's so long
Dang.
ago.
It's a while ago.
Yeah.
It's a number that doesn't seem so long ago, but when you think about it,
It
it's like,
is.
damn, that is a long time
Yeah, like
ago.
2012 is almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, telling me.
Oh boy.
My goodness. But yep, that rounds
Alright,
out my
pretty
list.
solid, pretty solid. Spot, I guess you can just stream yours.
Ah! Well, I sent it already.
Oh, you sent it? Okay, I'll
Yeah,
pull
yeah,
it up
it's in the
then.
chat.
Ew, I don't like that middle game. That's a stink ass middle game.
Of course, this
Hey
guy.
man, these are good though.
Hey, I see some. You guys have the same game on here. One of them.
Yes,
Yep,
we
yep.
do. Yes, we
I
do.
kind of put mine in chronological order. I didn't mean for it to do that, but it kind of
Yeah,
just
I
happened.
didn't really put mine in any
Mine is just not really in an order. either.
order.
It's-
Yeah, I just kind
But
of.
for me, the games are the games that I tend to have put a lot of time into.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Games I enjoyed and games that are like my main time sinks
Right.
overall. But starting from the top left, we just have like League of Legends, right? We already know that. We don't have to go into
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah. That's a stinky
Probably
game.
by far the
That's a
most
stinky
time I
game.
spent.
The default game.
But the second game I have in top row is Fire Emblem, and this is Fire Emblem 7, the first one that came out in America.
Hmm.
That was the one that actually got me into the series. I thought it was really good. That's where my OG waifu comes from, because in the game,
Right.
Wait, who is this?
Lindis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
OG waifu, man. But yeah, this game was always always like that.
Strategy.
Strategy type game, turn-based strategy.
That's
where
so
it was
crazy because. Never mind.
terrible at it.
no, me too. I'm terrible at.
It's fun. I did something similar. In this game I played multiple times. I also had Sacred Stones, but I didn't finish it. But this one would do this similar thing where I would try to min max everything.
Mm.
So I would play it over
Yeah.
and over. But yeah, third game is one of the current time sinks, Genshin Impact.
Mhm.
I stopped playing that game for a while, and then I came back again. But one of the things I do like about it is I really like the way the game looks.
Yeah, the
It
game
looks
looks
it's
looks really
very
good.
It looks
pretty
amazing.
pretty
Yeah.
game. I also really like the music in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Is that game 4K? Can you do 4K on that game?
I
I
don't
don't know.
It looks so crisp though.
Yeah.
Whenever I see like,
It's
Mhm.
very nice. So all the colors, the gameplay is
the
pretty
skins are worth.
straightforward.
Yeah.
I really wish
Skins
they
are
would
worth it.
put in Y invert so I don't get fucked up by it. Because
Yeah,
for
you
some
can.
reason they don't have Y invert for
Yeah.
some god awful
Oh,
reason.
you too? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
Why
can't use
invert?
both characters.
Yeah, that's why for me when I use a bow character, I'm like, man, I have to figure out where how
I
to
have
aim
to think
properly.
which direction I have
That's
to
Yes,
funny.
shoot.
it sucks. So, but the game itself is pretty fun. It's a
Yeah.
gotcha game. I
Uh-huh.
do play some gotcha games, so this and Pad almost made the
Pad.
list, but it didn't.
Yeah, I was thinking about putting pad
Yeah,
too.
yeah. The fourth one I have here, Borderlands 2. That's a game that I actually liked a lot because
Hmm.
the hey, my
Hey man, you can still play it till
yeah,
today.
exactly.
Yeah.
They had some DLC. It was really good. They have a lot of replayability with the different
Mhm.
characters. So storyline is
Millions
good.
of guns if you feel like it.
Yes,
Oh my goodness.
it's just I just think it's very uh just a very fun game,
Yeah.
especially if you have
Solid
DLC.
shooter.
And you can play it through one of the other characters if you
Correct.
know
You
if
have
you want
multiple
to.
characters. They have different skill trees. You have
Mhm.
different builds you can make, which is what makes it fun.
And then
Uh,
basically world tiers. Yeah.
s- so it's just a fun game that you could actually just
Oh.
any if you haven't played it, I do recommend it. It's very good. It's more fun if you have friends to play it with too, but it's even without, it's a good solo game.
I just got a in the chat I just got a bot that is advertising for a buying followers
bot,
and
view
viewer.
bot, view
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey,
Gotta
bad
look
that
I
guy.
gotta look into it. I gotta bookmark that real quick.
My fifth game, the one in the middle, is Osu, which is my go-to game, rhythm game. A lot of people think it's stinky, but I enjoy it a lot. It's a
Yeah,
fun
it's
game.
a good game.
It's
Oh,
very
rhythm
popular
game.
with like anime openings and things. People play a lot of anime songs through it, but yes, it's fun, skill-based. The climb is very slow a lot of the time, and the skill jumps from different difficulties can be pretty large.
They're massive.
Yeah, it just depends.
Damn,
The
what's your
sixth
favorite
game,
song on there?
I have a bunch. It's like I don't have
Oh,
a
it's just a
favorite
list.
Yeah, it's like I
Oh,
have
okay,
there's a
okay.
favorites that you can save online. You can actually see it online too on your
Mm.
profile. But yeah, I have way too many songs, probably like 10K on there. But anyway, if we go to the yeah, also it's like I always go back to also and League of Legends are like the two games I always go back to. So
Nice.
Ew.
yeah.
They're both stink ass games, bro.
Uh, anyway, the next game, sixth game I have is Dynasty Warriors. Five in particular because this is a game that I had for PlayStation 2.
Hmm.
I like hack and slash games. It was pretty fun just having broken shit and one-shotting everybody. Right? You're not just one-shotting somebody with your spear. I was a Xiao Yun player, so
It's so
Oh,
funny that
snap.
you have on one hand you have Fire Emblem on here, which is a very tactical. You got to use your brain, and then you have Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors just run at them,
The duality
grind
of
it,
man.
get good gear, and beat the shit out of them. So it's a very good game to turn your brain off and play.
That
But
sounds like your
love it.
kind of game.
that
Button
that
mashing, man,
also-
for the win.
yes. you button mash. I mean, you have combos, but yeah. But that was a game that I would play frequently with my brother because we could actually play local co-op. So we would do that
Yeah.
a lot.
Have either of you guys played the Hyrule ones?
I have not played
I have
Hyrule
not,
Warriors.
no.
Hmm.
I thought about it, but I never actually.
I
Decided.
would if I was more into like Legend of Zelda, but I'm not
I see.
super big into.
I was gonna get
Zelda.
Persona 5 Scramble, which is
Is
basically
that
the
similar?
Persona version of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did hear about that.
that's pretty
but-
cool.
But yeah, I mean, if
Really?
they made a Fire Emblem hack and slash or a League hack and
Oh,
slash,
that
I
would be
probably
so
play it.
crazy. A
I
Fire
would- I
Emblem
would-
Yeah,
one.
I would
League.
probably play it.
No, wait,
yeah.
they do have a Fire Emblem one.
A hack and slash?
Yeah, they do.
Which one? What is it? Why don't I have it?
I don't know what it's called, but I'm pretty sure they have one.
Okay, we'll get it.
Yeah, it's just Fire Emblem Warriors.
It's called Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yeah.
Okay, for me to actually look into later, then maybe we'll see.
But the thing is, I think it's. Oh no, there's like Marth, Corrin. Yeah, it's probably mostly Awakening Fates characters maybe. But I don't know.
Interesting.
Hey, I have to give me like the OG characters like Fire Emblem 7.
Yeah, if they had like
That would be
Lindis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a good game now. It's a good game. Seventh on my list is the show, MLB The Show. That series I played a lot on PSP.
Mm.
That and I also got it for PlayStation 3. But basically, it's just a sports game. It's a baseball game. I like baseball.
Surprised to
You
see a
have
sports game on
Yeah.
our list.
I spent a lot of time in that game. They have a franchise mode, a season mode. They also have a mode where it's called Road to the Show, which is where you make your own character and you progress through.
Oh
the
yeah,
league
yeah, yeah,
as
yeah.
your own
Oh,
character.
okay,
That
yeah.
part, that was my favorite part. You put in your own stats, stat points when you do like these missions, so you can. I was always a contact and speed guy because I like to steal bases.
Mm.
So
Nice.
that's how I would play that game.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Next one is Call of Duty Black Ops. That's my first COD game, actually. My first
Oh wait,
shoot.
wait, 1 second.
Oh.
David asked, "What position player did you play?"
Oh, in the show, I was a shortstop. I would play shortstop
Oh.
primarily. And
Damn,
then, yeah,
that's like the most important position.
I know. It's a fun position. But yeah, that's what I did. And then if I made a pitcher, then I would be a pitcher. But yeah,
Mm.
shortstop was fun. So
That's pretty cool.
yes, it's a fun game if you like baseball, I would say. PlayStation exclusive. It's coming out to Switch, which it's supposedly Nintendo has a partnership with them. So I'm waiting for it to come out on Switch because then I can play it on handheld again, which is all I want. I just want
Poggers.
to play it on handheld again because PSP was good. The one on PlayStation was not as great because I couldn't be on the go with it.
Mm.
But the Switch I can, baby. So we'll see if it happens. But yeah, going back to the eighth game, it's Call of Duty. That was my first COD game. I think it's also the first one that was out on PlayStation because I don't
Yes,
think COD was
son.
on PlayStation before. But it was
No, I think it was. Oh, maybe not. Actually, now that I think about it,
I don't think like PlayStation didn't have online capabilities until PS3.
no, there was online on PS2. I'm pretty sure.
Really? Ew!
I
How did
think
that
so.
work?
I think there
It
was.
was really bad though.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
okay.
it was.
I
I think it
don't
was
remember it being a
Ethernet.
good
It was
experience.
Ethernet only.
Oh yeah,
Um,
they had okay. So you
I'm pretty sure I remember my cousin playing it PS2 online.
okay.
I tried. It wasn't good.
But
Yeah.
that was my intro to actual
Mm.
like console shooters and stuff.
Yeah.
I played a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
that game a lot.
That's everybody's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because well, again with PS3, that was the first online console that pretty much we had, so I played that. I also was a big fan of zombies. I was a KDT one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I would
true.
just play
Too.
zombies.
This was the first
Zombies
time
was really
zombies,
fun.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sunk a lot
yeah,
of
yeah,
time.
yeah.
You know, the
Yeah.
Totem. That was the zombies map. I think the farthest I got to was like 30 something, but dude, it takes way too
Yeah,
long.
that was a lot of fun. Zombies is a lot of fun.
Yeah, good old days.
Hmm.
And then the last game is Pokemon Crystal.
Oh yeah, I agree with this.
Same as Kraton, where it's I did like Gen 2 because it has 60. You can go to both Kanto and Johto, 16 badges,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
this was the game probably I spent the most time in because I had like I remember I never maxed out any of my Pokemon in this game,
Mm.
but I had like a bunch of 90s.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and then when you'd fight Red, it's just like I specifically remember having a Blossom for some reason.
A Blossom?
oh.
Yeah, Blossom,
Interesting.
like a 9. She was my best Pokemon.
For
I
the
think-
Blastoise.
Yeah, I think
Just
she was a
one shot the
97.
Blastoise.
Yeah, I just pedal dancing. But yeah, but I mean, Pokemon as a franchise, I enjoy a lot as well. I stopped playing so much after Gen 4, but this like Gen 2 was really good. I didn't play Heart Soul Silver though, so it's kind of stinky. I should have played that, but I didn't.
I didn't play.
Wait, you
I
didn't?
don't play the number 2s.
You said you didn't play Heart Gold and Soul Silver?
I didn't have it.
Oh,
miss
that
out,
was,
man.
That was
Yeah,
one of the,
I
yeah, that
heard-
was one of the best ones, dude.
Yeah, you missed out on that one.
You go to GameStop, it's still $60.
Yeah, it's still
Oh,
fucking
really?
expensive,
Yeah,
bro. Like a
used
used
60
copy.
bucks.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah.
It's that
that was
good.
the best. Huh?
I made a mistake and I sold mine to my friend Daniel in high school. I should have kept it.
no. You would have made a big.
I would
profit.
no, I would have just I wouldn't even have sold it. I would have just replayed it, but that was
I
a
like
good
Gen
game.
2. I mean, Gen 2 was just a good gen.
Gen 2
so-
was a good gen. This is
Yeah.
true.
I agree.
But that's
Oh,
my 9.
yeah.
Pretty solid.
Oh, snap.
Pretty solid all around. I think mine is the best. But
I have a lot of
uh,
niche choices, you know.
yeah, Creighton, you've always been like that guy that plays like the more
Single
yeah,
player.
you have your games
I
that you're
like it.
interested in.
Like Maple
Yep,
Story
yep.
almost made it onto my list too.
Yeah. So,
But yes.
yeah, I'm kind of a normie. I didn't play any computer games until League, honestly. League was like my first computer game.
Eh,
I
I
didn't
didn't
play
get into
Maple
computer
Story.
games until Larry showed me
Yeah, I didn't even have a
back in
computer
like
that could.
'04.
Showed you the way of a PC.
I didn't have a
Yeah.
computer that could play computer
He
games,
did.
so well, that was good. I don't know if we'll do this again for other topics, maybe like anime or something, but
Maybe.
it'll be something we can explore. And maybe we'll have people send in theirs and we can roast their choices.
Hell yeah, who's ready?
But yeah, we're coming up on like a minute and a half. Oh, we are in a minute and a half. I think this is pretty good.
Pretty good
Hour
spot.
and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty good to stop.
The whole back half was probably about a half hour then. Or
Yeah.
so.
that
bad.
the 3x3 thing, yeah, it was pretty much like half an hour, which is fine.
Solid.
So yeah, I'll look back on it, see if this is something we'll continue.
It's our gaming
Um,
taste. Check out,
Yeah, gaming
our
taste, you
list.
know, it's
Games that if it's games that you
Yeah,
guys thought were interesting,
yeah,
go
or
ahead and check them out.
yep, games. I definitely recommend all of the games on my list. I have very good taste.
10 out of 10.
I have very good taste in video games. Clearly, as my middle one was League of Legends. Can't get much better
That
than
one was
The
that.
staple game.
Let's
game.
maybe that one's
But yeah.
thank you,
That'll be it for us today. Thanks for stopping by. Again, we're gonna be having our next episode
See you
next
guys
week.
Next week.
Yep.
Oh,
Instead
yeah.
of having that week break because we want to get back on schedule. Since we didn't do an episode last week. We'll have some great stuff for you guys next week. Whatever we decide to do, I don't know. We'll see how much gaming news comes out in a week. If not, we'll
It'll
figure
be a
something
surprise
out.
for you guys and a
Yep.
surprise for us.
Yep, it'll be a surprise. A good surprise? Well, who knows? You'll just have to be here next week and find out. I'm sure you're all excited. But yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. I am Japanese Noodles, JPNZ Noodles. You should know. You're on my stream. That's my ad on Twitter, Instagram, I believe. I don't go on Instagram. Don't follow me on Instagram. And then yeah, these guys can do their shout outs, whatever they want to do.
You want to go first?
Oh, sure. I mean, you can find me if you want. I'm not gonna accept your follow if unless I know you. It's flat with 4 E's and 2 T's, but it is what it is. And then Creighton.
Same for me as all the other weeks. KhainKheye for Twitter and yeah, I guess Instagram, but security might be higher on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't go on Instagram, man.
For real. Don't forget to
Instagram's
catch
a
us
waste
on
of
YouTube
time.
as well and
Oh yeah,
Spotify.
YouTube. Oh
if you
yeah, on
don't know.
Spotify. I will be adding the next couple of episodes because I'm cheap and you have to pay extra. I can only put in like 2 hours for free from the website that I'm using, or I have to pay. So I'm at like episode 2,
okay.
but I'll put the rest of the episodes on. I'll open my wallet.
It'll go with no, don't open your wallet.
I mean, okay, so it
Well,
gives you
time.
2. It gives you 2 hours to upload every month. So
Oh,
if we have
okay,
if
every
we have
month.
2 if we have 2 episodes every month, that's like almost
Probably
4
3 months. It'll
hours.
probably be-
Yeah, so
3 to 4.
I'll have to pay if I. So I mean, I don't, it's not
Is
that.
that a
It's not
monthly
like.
though?
Oh
Or is
yeah.
it just a one-time?
So you could do either.
Okay.
So you could do a
Might be
monthly
one
thing.
forehead.
Yeah.
I can't. All the other ones they make you pay. So
Oh,
there is another one that you can upload as much as you want, but the episodes have to be an hour or
Trimmed.
less.
Oh yeah.
So I'd have to
Ah,
trim
I
them,
see.
which I don't
You'd have
really want to
it in
do.
parts. Yeah, that's
So yeah, look for us on Spotify, High Ping Podcast.
And we're also on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. I will be uploading this tomorrow if you missed anything, because I know you guys want to see everything and hear everything.
Don't want to miss a thing,
Yeah, you
right?
don't want to miss anything. But yeah, I think that's it for us. I'm gonna look to see if I can play Clash. I don't know if
Oh,
we're
it's
doing
Clash,
that.
Oh, good luck. Good luck.
Or eat dinner. So maybe I'll stream that. I don't
Either
know.
one.
We'll see. But thanks for watching. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Shoots.
Catch all you guys later.